Alton Towers is a huge park owned by Merlin and loved by many, but when it comes to new editions, they have two major problems, and that's what I'm going to discuss in the first edition of... Why theme parks? So, as you might be aware of, which is pretty self-explanatory, parks need to add stuff, obviously, to keep up with the competition. Otherwise, it's just people are going to stop visiting, and then they're going to lose money, and then all sorts of downward spiraling. So, Alton Towers naturally would have to do the same. But obviously, they got some problems that we today are going to discuss. This first problem is quite a big problem, I can't lie. They don't really want to remove any coasters. Like, take Nemesis, for example. Nemesis, they didn't remove it. Instead, they retracted it and made it Nemesis Reborn, which I'm hugely grateful for, because otherwise I never would have got this cool hoodie, never would have rode Nemesis. I would have missed out. But still, it's a bit of a problem, because they can't just keep retracking coasters for the nostalgia, because then people will get bored of the retracks. It's just, like, they might do Oblivion next, and if they do that, I don't think it would settle just as a retrack. It would obviously need to be a lot more, like Nemesis Reborn, sort of rebranding it almost, but like keeping the same idea. Still a problem nonetheless. And if they did want to get rid of a coaster, most of them, they won't, other than like Rita and Spillable Wizard, and maybe Octonauts. All the others are too iconic, and they have world records, so they can't leave. I would be so mad if they got rid of any of those. But that's the problem. Everyone would be so mad. No one wants these coasters to leave, and yet everyone wants new additions. Where are they going to place these coasters, you may ask? That's the thing. I have no clue. The second problem, you may have guessed it, flat rides. Now, about a month or so ago, at the time you're seeing this, well, if you're seeing it on release, you might not be. I don't know. But anyways, Towers released a blog post that they were removing 3 different rides. No, not all of them were flat rides. One of them was Alton Towers Dungeon, which closed anyways in July 2024. So I think that was going to go anyways. That was doomed. Pay for extra. It wasn't going to survive. Secondly was Flavio's Fabulous Fandango, which was the last of the like temporary rides to stay at Alton Towers. Like after the Retro Squad left in 2023. Flavio's is also now gone. So it won't be coming back in 2025. Which, I don't know. I think it's good that they got rid of it, but then equally, we need that capacity, you know? Which is the problem. But that's why flat rides are so good. So flat rides are so good at capacity. Like, that's why we need them. Also, we're losing the Blade as well. That's, like, really sad. That was the oldest ride at the park. From 1980. 44 years. Pretty old for a ride. Blackpool Pleasure Beach, what? We lost 3 rides, 2 of them were flat rides, one of them was temporary, and we're only getting 1 flat ride for the 2025 season, which is a bit of a bummer, but you know, it was going to happen. But right now, they have a bunch of tiny little, like, gaps that they can't just, they have nothing to fill it with. Well, they haven't filled it yet. Like, Gangster Granny Theatre, now the Blade site. What else is there? There's also Dark Forest, the Smiler, just to name a few. There was like so many different small holes that can't fit a roller coaster, a new roller coaster. It's too small for that. But just the right size for a flat ride, and yet not really flat rides. No flat rides in sight. I don't see any flat rides anywhere. Yeah, so basically they're just removing flat rides faster than they can replace them because they're getting old. And they've been investing more in roller coasters, which I like roller coasters more. But we need those flat rides. I just don't want to see the empty spaces everywhere. It's just really annoying. It's like, look, a flat ride. Oh wait, no, there's no flat ride there. Sad. Oh yeah, also, if you're new around here, which you probably are, because this is one of my launch videos, then you should subscribe. Yeah, subscribe. Subscribe! Anyways, back to the video. The thing is, it's really annoying with both of these problems that, they just sort of coexist. One of them is not enough space, and the other is too much space. It just hurts my head. Like, how? Like, not enough flat rides, not enough coasters to replace. just doesn't really work. Alright, now I think it's time for a solution. We need a solution now. I think I'm getting bored of the downs and the negatives. We need a solution, alright? So I have come up with one. Well, obviously it might not work. Depends on how Alton Towers' budget and stuff. But I personally think they should invest in well-themed flat rides rather than, like, not so much themed flat rides, but, like, get loads of them, and because that won't attract guests. If you get lots of themed flat rides, like Project Ocean, then you will, obviously have enough, like, guests coming in, you'll get more throughput. If you just brand it really well, like they're doing for this Submit to the Spin thing, I have no idea what it's going to be called, by the way. Yeah, if they brand it well, then it will very well work. Well. I'm getting bored of myself at this point. I also think, until this is solved, we need retracts. I said that was the problem, but I think if they do as well as they did for Nemesis for, like, Oblivion, then that would be really good. I mean, Rita, though, I wouldn't want a retrack of Rita. Just no. When Rita's time comes, which will probably be quite soon, seeing as it's one of them old launch coasters, can't remember what it's called. I'm not much of a theme park enthusiast, am I? But yeah, also modify them. Like, I think Oblivion, well, okay, actually, yeah, I said Oblivion retrack earlier, but now I'm thinking Oblivion modify, rather than just keep the same drop and the thing. And even if you're not going to add flat rides, what you could do is increase the layout. You could add, like, maybe, like, a loop that you do in that sort of flat ride courtyard that has no flat rides currently, and then you sort of go into the break run. You could probably still have one flat ride in that area as well. That would work quite well, to be honest. And yeah, Rita replace. Spinball Wizard, though, maybe not. I don't think Spinball Wizard deserves a retrack, but don't get rid of it yet, because it's still probably got like 10 years left in it. And Galactica retrack, I really want. Yes, please, Galactica retheme. I love it. Right, so that's it for this video. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. I know I said it already, but you should subscribe, because it's a good thing to do. It helps me out. It helps my channel grow and all that stuff. Cheesy or we'll just skip all past all that. Check out my Alton Towers rap if you want to see me rapping. Yeah. See you in the next one. Goodbye.